Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Erin OnD-mand, where I, Erin, will be going over my experiences as an Illinois notary. I take no credit and I give God all the glory for the information that I'm about to share with you today. Welcome if you are new. Let's get started. Everyone, it's been, I believe, a little over a week since I was supposed to post my last and final episode breaking down the entire Illinois Notary Handbook. I was not able to do that because I got food poisoning. I got so sick, everyone. So this was last Friday and I'm still recovering. Thank God it was not as bad as it could be. And thank God I'm very healthy to be able to fight off, everything that came my way. So last Friday, before we get into the video, I went out dining. I went out with my family, and Saturday morning begins, and oh my gosh, just trips to the hospital, ER. But thank God I am on the road to recovery, slowly but surely. So let's get into our final version of breaking down the entire Illinois Notary Handbook. What we're going to go into now is what we are not supposed to do as notaries, and then we will continue with the final ending of the handbook. Please like and share this so that other notaries can be abreast of this free information. I'm very excited to end this series only because I have amazing content to bring all of you. I've been waiting on, but I didn't want to put it in between these videos of this series. I didn't want to distract you, but okay, let's get into the video. Article 7, Liability and Revocation. Section 7-101, Liability of Notary and Surety. A notary public and the surety of the notary's bond are liable to the persons involved for the damages caused by the notary's official misconduct. Wow. So this tells you what your surety bond, your EO insurance covers. What does it cover? Your errors and omissions insurance. Let's go over again. A notary public and the surety of the notary's bond. One of my surety companies is Western Surety. I'm covered by two different companies because I have my EO insurance from two different companies. Like I have $30,000 from one company, and then I have another amount from another company. But this is what your EO insurance covers. Liable to the persons involved, meaning your signers, for all damages caused by the notary's official misconduct. Anything that could go wrong by your hand. So it covers, are liable to the persons involved. It covers that person against your misconduct. 7-102, Liability of Employer of Notary. The employer of a notary public is also liable to the persons involved for all damages caused by the notary's official misconduct if the notary public was acting within the scope of the notary's employment at the time the notary engaged in official misconduct, and B, the employer consented to the notary public's official misconduct. Employer, what are you talking about? We're independent contractors. No, we all are not independent contractors. Remember, this is for all notaries within the state of Illinois. So if you go to your bank, like if you go to Chase Bank and the notary is there, they are still commissioned by the state through their employer, but they're still commissioned by the state. That's what they're talking about. There are a lot of employers out there who employ people and then make them notaries through their job and for their job. Section 7-103, cause of damages. It is not essential to a recovery of damages that a notary's official misconduct be the only cause of the damages. So that's good to know. Yeah, other people could be at fault also. Section 7-104, official misconduct defined. The term official misconduct generally means the wrongful exercise of a power or wrongful performance of a duty and is fully defined in Section 33-3 of the Criminal Code of 1961. Please look that up on your own time. The term wrongful, as used in the definition of official misconduct, means unauthorized, unlawful, abusive, negligent, reckless, or injurious. Section 7-105, official misconduct. A notary public who knowingly and willfully commits any official misconduct is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. B, a notary public who recklessly or negligently commits any official misconduct is guilty of a Class B misdemeanor. Wow, so if you knowingly and willfully, it's a Class A. But if you recklessly or like unintentionally, but it's still done, or the cause of your negligence and it's still done, Class B misdemeanor. Section 7-106, willful impersonation. Willful impersonation. Any person who acts as or otherwise willfully impersonates a notary public while not lawfully appointed and commissioned to perform notarial acts is guilty of a Class A misdemeanor. So therefore, if you did not change your name and you should have been, and you're still performing notarial acts against the name that is on your commission, if you have moved and your county of commission and residence is not the same, if you live on the outside states of Illinois and your employment place, or if your place of business has changed counties against your commission, any of those things will cause your commission to cease and you are no longer to perform notarial acts. And according to this, if any of those things have happened and you continue to perform notarial acts, you are willfully impersonating a notary. So adhere to everything that this is saying. If you don't have your P's and Q's in order, change your name. If your place of business or residence has changed, get it up to date. If you move, get it up to date. Because if you do not, you will be willfully impersonating a notary. 7-107, wrongful possession. Any person who unlawfully possesses a notary seal is guilty of a misdemeanor and punishable upon conviction by a fine not exceeding $1,000. So this is one and the same. So not only will you be willfully impersonating a notary, but then in doing so, you will be unlawfully in possession of your notary seal, because it just said in the previous slides, A, B, and C, and D, or 1, 2, and 3 has to be taken care of, and so forth. Ending page 17, section 7-108, revocation of commission. The Secretary of State may revoke the commission of any notary public who, during the current term of appointment, A, submits an application for commission and appointment as a notary public which contains substantial and material misstatement or omission of fact. If you're putting on that application information that's not true. Or B, is convicted of a felony or official misconduct under this act. We all know in episode 1, in my first video of this series, if you are a felon, if number 1, you cannot become a notary public, but if you have been convicted of a felon within your term, then your commission will be revoked. Ending page 17. 7-109, action for injunction, unauthorized practice of law. Upon his own information or upon complaint of any person, the Attorney General or any state's attorney or their designee may maintain an action for injunction relief in the circuit court against the notary public who renders, offers to render, or holds himself or herself as rendering any service constituting the unauthorized practice of the law. This handbook really just reiterates over and over what not to do. Again, you cannot practice law of any kind. Any organized bar association in this state may intervene in the action to any stage of the proceeding for good cause shown. The action may also be maintained by an organized bar association in this state. These remedies are in addition to and not in substitution for other available remedies. So not only will you get in trouble with the law, but any actual bar association within the state of Illinois can say, hey, I want to tag along and I want to help you put this notary in jail. You don't practice law. Don't. Just say, I don't know. I'm not an attorney. Remember, to state I am not an attorney, to practice law, and so forth. And we are ending page 18. Article 8, repealer and effective date. So I am going to put in the screen what repealer means so that you can have a better understanding. And it is to cancel a law. Okay, so these are the laws that has been canceled. Okay. All right, and we thank you so much for watching. This was very good information. If you have any questions or anything in terms of what we can and cannot do within the state of Illinois as a notary public, please ask within the comment section so that everyone can see your question and so that I can answer and everyone can be privy to that knowledge. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the final portions of this handbook and could cause any kinds of delays if you do have any, and that is an incomplete home address information, including the apartment number, the zip code, and the county information. Also, not providing previous commission information. These are the reminders for completing your appointment. Applicants must submit a copy of a valid driver's license or state ID. All of the signatures on the application must be original. It has to be a wet signature. The use of signature stamps is unacceptable. Okay, so I actually wanted to invest in a signature stamp, but now I cannot. All applicants are required to obtain and submit a $5,000 notary bond. Do not submit your errors and omissions policy or your application for a surety bond, as these are not acceptable to satisfy the bond requirement. It is important that the applicant sign his or her surety bond. It's also very important, if you are not a notary yet, please go through illinoisnotary.com, where this is through the American Association of Notaries. An authorized representative of the surety bond must also sign the bond and affix their corporate seal. It is recommended that you submit a power of attorney with your surety bond. This office will only process original documents. Submitted copies of the bond and/or application will be returned to the applicant. The applicant must include the $10 filing fee with the application. Applications submitted more than 6 months before your current commission expires will not be accepted. Submitting an application that is handwritten with illegible handwriting may result in delays or mistakes when processing. Please be sure to type your application or print legibly. Complete your notary application with the name you would like to appear on your certificate. Please understand that all notarizations will need to be performed using this name. Notary's responsibility. Okay, ending page 19, we're going to talk over some things that are our responsibility. Notify your bonding company of the effective date of your commission after you have registered with the county clerk. This bond will expire when your commission does. Your commission is not complete until you register your appointment with the county clerk's office. Do not purchase your notary public seal until you have received your notary commission from the county clerk's office. That's not correct. It's up to you. The Secretary of State determines the effective date of your commission, not the bonding company. And these are just some questions that people have asked. Please read these on your own. And this is page 20. Read these on your own. These are asked questions that have been answered. All right, on to page 20. It continues with questions. And then here in the middle, it says your notary seal. Remember, this is just going over. We are at the very end of this handbook. So it's just recapping and going over what we already have in detail went over in the beginning. Again, this is recapping what we have already went through in the beginning. So again, these are the sample form. If you need this acknowledgement in individual capacity or representative capacity, you would literally copy and paste this into a Word document, and there is your form. Continuing with the individual oath and an oath in a representative capacity. And continuing also with a witnessing or attesting a signature or a signature by mark. Copy and paste these forms into a Word document, and there is your form. Performing notarizations. Again, these are asked questions that were answered. Please read these on your own. Continuing with asked questions. Also, the notarial record. Again, this is a recapping. I remember in episode 1 with me going over with you, these are the definitions that we already went over. This is just a recapping. Read this on your own. Okay, and this is going to continue with asked questions that are answered. Okay, and ending this handbook is a change of address. This is very important. This is your change of address card. I would actually print this out. This is a PDF. If you have a copy, cut it out, make copies of the PDF so you can have this on your persons. If you need to change an address, this is the information that you need. This sums up the entire notary handbook. I'm very excited to share all of this with you. So very excited. Please put in the comment section what was your best part of this entire Jessie White Notary Handbook. Thank you so much for watching. Please share and like this and stay tuned for amazing content. Earned on Demand. Bye.